Niger Delta will ignore Nigeria. And the oil will not flow again. There will be no gas. There will be no oil in Nigeria. Let the gold come to the central post. Let the iron ore come to the central post. Let the other solid mineral come to the central post. Let them know the impact of that money they are getting that is sustaining us. Look at the way an NPC is going. Nigeria believes that we are nobody. And the Niger Deltans would not agree to that. Niger Deltans would not say yes to what they have done. I believe that the people of Niger Delta will react appropriately at appropriate time.
So guys, there is fire on the mountain, run, because right now it's not as if it's between River State and Nigeria government. The fire is getting at its peak. But before we continue this video, I like to read what Fubara said. He said, River State government in Fubara shuts down NNPC and all oil companies in River State, declares no allocation for River State, no oil for Nigeria. The war is about to start. Let the war begin. Let's see who wins, because Fubara have seemed to be a fearless man that knows what he's doing. But at the same time, I think this might turn back on him. I don't know yet, but let's see how it goes. So I'd like you guys to continue your videos, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
I can say Mr. President is ill-advised by whoever that's advising him. But action speaks louder than voice. He took subsidy away. Even though NNPC was the only buyer and supplier of oil who takes the subsidy on behalf of the government, he took subsidy away, and Nigerians today are not happy. He has destroyed the Niger Delta by taking the amnesty, the Niger Delta ministry, and with the plan to take amnesty. You will see, he was testing the water. And I know, we can see the conflicting rulings and judgments. Issues that happen in River State, what can they handle in River State? They take them to Abuja because somebody has paid them. Somebody is building houses for them. Somebody is building road for them. So what do you expect from them? That integrity is lost. And she has demonstrated that beyond reasonable doubt, how biased, how compromised she is. She has given a judgment. That is not the end of the matter. Every case about River State, we have Court of Appeal in River State, we have Federal High Court in River State. Why are they running away from the High Court of River State? Why are they running away from the Federal High Court in River State? Why are they running away from the Court of Appeal in River State? Why are they interested in going to Abuja? My prayer is these judges should not truncate this democracy. The way they are going, they might truncate this democracy. Because a lot of people are fed up. And Mr. President is just watching. He's just watching. The people of Niger Delta are already aggrieved. First, they will react. The Niger Delta will react. The Ijaw nation will react appropriately. In the eyes of the law, that's what I'm saying, these persons are not interested in the law. The law is very clear.
It's not front of the Constitution. That's how it should.
The law is very clear. The Constitution itself is very clear. The moment you decamp from one place to the other, to another party, other than the party that brought you, you are to vacate your seat. It's automatic. And there are several Supreme Court judgments. Besides, these persons have committed perjury. Perjury, they have committed perjury. Swear to an affidavit that they have moved to APC. In another bit, they swear to another affidavit that they did not move to APC. When there are a lot of evidence, when they were singing on their mandate, when they had even declared on the floor of the House that they have moved. These are all records and evidence. And the Nigerian Judiciary is having a blind eye on this crime against Nigeria Constitution. At least, for you to swear an affidavit under the law is perjury, and tell lies is a perjury. For you to lie on oath is perjury. And yet, the law is closing its eyes. Yet, the Nigerian police force is closing its eyes. Yet, NBA is closing their eyes. Judiciary must do something. They must clean their house for them to have respect. Otherwise, they are going to destroy themselves. My message to WIKE is simple. Same is not ready to fight him. Same still loves him. My encounter with Same shows that Same still have interest in WIKE and is still protecting his interests. But there's a way you push a man to the wall and he will react. He himself said, the power of the governor he knows. He said nobody should toy with Same. He's a governor. Small, don't see him as a small boy. By the time you will react, you will know yourself. He himself confessed it in the video. If you push him too hard, he will find himself in a mess that he would never come out of it. But I'm not also surprised because the activities of WIKE as a whole shows the law of karma is taking place. Otherwise, Same has no problem with him. Same respects him. Same sees him as his leader. Why must he fight a boy like that? Things fall apart, said Okonkwo, don't touch Ikomefula. The wife of Okonkwo told him, you must not have hand in her in the Ikomefula's death. He has called you father. At the end of the day, Okonkwo disobeyed. How did it happen? He hanged himself at the end of the day. So if he thinks he's pursuing Same, he will end up hanging himself. He should retrace his step and make peace. Fortunately, Pandev has provided a room. Let him take advantage of Pandev Avenue and make peace in the state. You have ruled River State for 8 years. You became a local government chairman. You became chief of staff. Through River State, you became a minister, and you're back as a governor and back as a minister. What else are you looking for? What else do you need? Leave legacy behind. Don't destroy what you have done. Otherwise, you will continue to regret, even in your grave. Enough of this nonsense. Enough is enough. WIKE should backpedal. Otherwise, and those following him should also know that the law is an axe. It can have both sides. The law today may favor you because you can bribe your way. It can also go against you and nobody will be there to stand for you.
Some people...
WIKE disobeyed several judgments as a governor because he has immunity. And he should know that somebody else can disobey the law, the way he's doing it. But when people want to obey the law, because without the law, there will be anarchy. We are being guided today by the law. If not the law, everybody can come out and carry a gun and do whatever he likes. But you should know that Same is now the governor. And they can take steps that may be dangerous. In political science, that's what you call public opinion. Public opinion is a major tool in directing and correcting government. There are a lot of public opinion in the newspapers, in the television, in the radio, in the social media. Mr. President should sit back at his right time to analyze it and advise himself. Otherwise, wrong policymakers will mislead him and contest against him. I'll give an example. Most of the problems Amechi had in River State, most of the enemies Amechi had, were created by WIKE when he was chief of staff. The same WIKE turned around to those people he called enemies and reconciled with them and fought against Amechi. These are life witnesses. We don't want the likes of WIKE misdirect the president make him enemies to many people, and turn around to fight him and say they want to become president. You should be watchful. You should be careful. You should look his back and know what he's doing. Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, a former senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, she understands the dynamics of Nigerian politics. And the daughters, the children, must understand the dynamics. Let them support their husband, their father, to do what is right before man and God. So that at the end of his tenure, he should beat his chest to say he moved Nigeria to a point. It's not just becoming the president that matters. What legacy are you putting behind? So that you can be able to put a proper legacy that Tinubu came and changed the narratives. That is what Nigerians want to listen to. And that's what Nigeria want to say. He has time, ample of time, to do the right thing, to change the pendulum, change the direction of the ship. Otherwise, Nigeria vessel is going to wreck.
Generally, what do you have to add to this interview you've had?
Well, I'm a Niger Delta activist, and my concern first is Niger Delta, which includes River State. WIKE should know that it's not the only man from River State. And the Rivers people are not happy. The people of Niger Delta should know that there is a war. There's oppression against them, and they must guide themselves. And Nigeria hunger, we must all work towards salvaging Nigeria from hunger, so that we can save this country from becoming a poor country, a beggar nation. We can see Ghana must go. Ghana have one left, and they are doing better. Let us not toe that line. Let us be a great nation. We are the highest economy in Africa, giant of Africa. And Lagos State alone was the fourth largest economy. So today, where is Nigeria in the scheme of things? At the time we beat Egypt, at the time we beat South Africa, and became number one. But where are we today? Even in the oil and gas, where are we today? Mr. President, ask yourself this question and find a solution to them. National Assembly, ask yourself these questions and find solutions to them. Governors Forum, ask yourself these questions and find solutions to them. And the various ministers must ask themselves the same questions. Where do we go wrong and where are we? Where are we going?
Now, returning to this stopping of the court stopping of the location. Now it is River State and Fubara. What are the implications to the Governors Forum? What they do? Shouldn't they join hands with Fubara and fight against it?
The Nigerian nation is seeing anarchy coming in. If they don't stop it, if they allow this trend to go, we will tell you that we cannot produce oil and will not benefit from it. The oil will not be produced again in Nigeria.
What should the governors do? The other governors?
They should know what to do, because there will be no money for anybody when the oil production stops. There will be no money for anybody when the oil production stops. So they should all look at the implications. This democracy, we must all work to save it. Whether governor, minister, president, anybody, we must work hard to save this democracy. Because if anarchy comes in and the state becomes ungovernable, nobody will enjoy it. We want peace in River State. We want peace in Niger Delta. Mr. President should not put fire in Niger Delta. WIKE should not be allowed to torment Rivers people, because we will react. When Mr. President says it was withdrawing subsidy, I came out strongly to tell Mr. President, you have not consulted enough to do that. That what you have done will affect the economy, and it will touch every strata of the national economy. Today, Nigerians are crying. The same token, scrapping Niger Delta Ministry that was gotten by Niger Delta people through their blood is not acceptable to the people of Niger Delta. Nigerians cannot fool the Niger Delta twice or forever. Before independence, the people of Niger Delta said they would be marginalized. And the WIKE Commission was set up. And the WIKE Commission came up with a recommendation that there should be a Niger Delta Development Agency, which was set up in 1962. They call it Niger Delta Development Board. Later it became, Niger Delta Development Authority. Later it became a Niger Delta Board, Business Authority. Now, after the war, we now had, particularly the Babangida administration came with several other river basin board authority, and reduced the Niger Delta Basin Development Authority to D class and made some A class, and the funding was given to those areas more than we, the Niger Deltans. Today they have come again, they have development boards. But one thing they don't know, NDDC is a special agency, a special vehicle for the oil producing areas. They said they are giving us a South-South Development Authority. South-South Development can go there. But that does not mean that the Niger Delta ministry should be scrapped. Even though they made the Niger Delta son, the pioneer minister of that development commission, we are not happy with it. This administration started by denying that ministry until we came and said, no, we will not accept. If we allow them to accept today, tomorrow they will scrap amnesty and nobody will happen. But I'll tell you that something will happen. If they do what they are doing continuously, Niger Delta will boil again. Don't forget in 2016, 2014, 2015, 2016, even when Yaradua was there, Niger Delta was boiling until this amnesty and this one came. Thereafter, we are maltreated, and in 2016, Pandef came to handle the situation. If they think they can ignore the Niger Delta will ignore them. I repeat, if Nigeria feel they can ignore Niger Delta will ignore Nigeria. And the oil will not flow again. There will be no gas. There will be no oil in Nigeria. Let the gold come to the central post. Let the iron ore come to the central post. Let the other solid mineral come to the central post. Let them know the impact of that money they are getting that is sustaining us. Look at the way an NPC is going. Nigeria believes that we are nobody. And the Niger Deltans would not agree to that. Niger Deltans would not say yes to what they have done. I believe that the people of Niger Delta will react appropriately at appropriate time. I can say Mr. President is ill-advised by whoever that is advising him. But action speaks louder than voice. He took subsidy away. Even though an NPC was the only buyer and supplier of oil who takes the subsidy on behalf of the government, he took subsidy away, and Nigerians today are not happy. He has destroyed the Niger Delta by taking the amnesty, the Niger Delta ministry, and with the plan to take amnesty. He will see, he was testing the water. And I know, without anybody telling me, the Niger Delta people would not be happy and they will react. I may not support some of the actions the youths will take, but I know they will react. And when they react, maybe he will look for somebody. He will look for Pandef to come. And Pandef cannot come because government have deceived us. The Buhari government gave us 16-point, we had agreed on 16-point agenda. None of them was fulfilled. And so we know the intrigues of federal government, I will not accept. We will never accept any deceit from any quarter of government. The people of Niger Delta will prove that oil is our own, gas is our own. Let those who suffer the brunt of it, pollution, air pollution, underground pollution, water pollutions are suffered by us. And so if you don't attend to us, well, we'll see what will happen. Everybody in Niger Delta now knows where we are and how things are going. Let them take their actions as they feel. It's not me advising them. Our youths are there. If they're happy, fine. If they're not happy, also good. I will not advise anybody on any action. But actions. You see, that is an action, and we're expecting a counter action. If you throw a ball on the wall, it will bounce back. So let's see how these actions will play out. And if it's good for Nigeria, Nigerians will accept. Otherwise, Nigerians will react. We have told them so many things. Remove Belek Yari, who has spent over 36 years as public servant, who is due to retire on the 8th of January. Remove him and put a Niger Delta person. Mr. President, it's good for him to accept it, not to accept it. We have also mentioned that the MPDC, that you have expatriates, we have enough Nigerians and Niger Delta who can manage it. But that is where they are having all the oil blocks. The retail, Niger Deltans and Nigerians can manage it. So Belek Yari's plan, we don't know. The frontier exploration is another major issue that the Niger Deltans are watching. We have a lot of crude oil, over 200-something billion barrel of crude oil underground, reserved. Which means even if we are lifting 4 million barrels of crude oil per day, we will not finish it in the next 100 years. You don't talk about it. We have over 370 cubic feet of, a trillion cubic feet of gas. That even if you are taking gas as much as we want, we will still have. The money you will spend here to explore more gas fields or to explore more crude oil, where you have reserve, you don't do it. You are going to the north, where you don't have. If I tell you how much money they are spent in Gombe and other places in saying they are looking for oil and gas, and that they have seen oil, Zamfara, everywhere, the Sokoto, they are looking for oil, they have seen the oil. We have not seen, Nigerians have not seen. Yet every year, 30% of NNPC profit is going there. Where we have enough reserve, you are not tapping it. You are not making us happy for you to get more gas and oil. You are going to where you don't have access.
I don't see this is why WIKE will be where he is and be controlling university and controlling Abuja, and same time controlling police, controlling the government. Because right now it's looking as if WIKE is controlling the court, controlling the police. Because how can WIKE send police to go and steal ballot box on the day of election, the day before election in River State, during the local government election? WIKE sent police, and police boldly went, like police shamefully went to go and steal ballot box. People that are meant to be protecting the ballot box are the ones going to steal the ballot box because WIKE said so. And know how WIKE is not, WIKE's hand is not in this issue of government stopping the money allocation to rivers. Because this have brought to Fubara saying that no allocation, no oil for Nigeria. See, and this is this is getting more serious and more serious. And the worst part is that the government, Tinubu as our leader, have not even come and addressed this issue of happening in River State. Is it because WIKE is involved? Because till now, WIKE has been threatening and frustrating Fubara. Could you imagine courts now sending their orders that they should stop allocation to River State? And now, Fubara is saying, okay, let's do like this. If you don't allocate it to me, that means there will not be oil given to you. Let's be stingy to ourselves. Let's keep it to ourselves. Since that's what you want. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't in any way make sense. It's as if the court does not know how to carry out each judgment any longer. You just do what they are being told to do, which is not meant to be so. I believe as a court, you should have your own say, your own judgment. Your own judgment stands, not what other persons think or other persons say. And that's the level where we are. So I think I'd like guys to any of the video you've watched in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're new to my channel, you can always like and subscribe. See you guys in my next video.